fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle it about the 23-yard line.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. They face third down, trying to build momentum early in this national championship game. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Moss. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Second down after that completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. The defense showing blitz here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Gets the first and still running. That game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. The Gamecocks line up on first and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a point.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Play of a strong opening drive. It's third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Refuses to go down. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They draw first blood in this national title game. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Texas offense will take over. First and 10.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. On the move now. That's caught. It's Hardy. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Moves left out of the pocket. Goes out to stiff arm. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Looking to scramble. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Breaks an open space. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Using his legs here. Breaking free at midfield. Here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
Well, that's one way to make an impact play out of really nothing. What an incredible sprint by this quarterback. He had his track shoes on in that play.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The read. It's a keeper. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. The defense scoops it up. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Touchdown, Texas. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
Oh, my gosh. That looked like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. He clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, they had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
South Carolina, 7.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off. Texas.
Bringing it out. It's Allen. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team.
Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's an out route. The catch made. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's another positive game here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because
Fired into a tight window and picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm.
It's a fumble. Scooped up for the defense. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. The Gamecocks will have first and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. That's reeled in. It's Moss. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pass complete. It's second down now. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. What a stiff arm. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this wildcat look. It's a first down.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. He escapes the pocket. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce the first down. Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, up and good. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gain to the 35-yard line.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. The wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
On the attempted trickery, backfires, and now it's 4th down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. The defense has got it. He's in the clear. They get him to the ground, heads up by the offense to keep possession, but touchdown, Texas. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
The big fella takes it all the way. For a touchdown. I mean, this linebacker's been hitting people all day. He finally gets to show what he can do when he gets his hands on the football. I remember this guy played running back in high school. He hasn't had his hands on a football in a long time, but clearly remembers what to do with it after he picks up that fumble.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
First down now at the 49. One huge play has got this offense out near midfield and threatening. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. A deep shot to the left side. Pass caught. Can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
He's looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He finds some space. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few in the play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And it's a direct snap. Fighting him off. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Here he goes. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Yeah, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Powers through. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. On the move now. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to scramble. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
How they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. It comes down to this. They need to create some fourth quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on him here late in these obvious drop-back situations.
Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, what a job here by this defense, mixing up their looks. They get to him again, hit him as releasing the ball. Just a rough night for the poor quarterback and a great job by the defense of winning the line of scrimmage and affecting the quarterback.
So now it's 3rd and short on the plus 25. They're in field goal range. And let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Catch made on the out route. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense is still clicking.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ballgame.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the quarterback just takes a knee. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if he didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the defense was attacking it. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.